It has crossed my mind over the last few months about, getting a concealed weapon permit, but I haven't gone that far yet.
Y'all, I'm sure you heard. Last week, Portland City Councilor Loretta Smith claims she drafted a city ordinance to allow city councilors to openly carry a firearm while conducting city business. This is after a protester disrupted a city council meeting demanding that Portland revoke ICE's building permit. Even though Councilor Smith has backtracked her idea due to community pressure, discussing carrying a firearm and threatening violence in the response to protest or a disruption during a public meeting is not leadership. It's extremely dangerous. Imagine Black wholeheartedly believes in the First Amendment right to protest. The rights to free speech and peaceful assembly are foundational to any functioning democracy. They are not optional. They are not conditional. They do not disappear because elected officials or government staff feel uncomfortable. You may disagree with protesters. You may dislike their tone. You may feel challenged by their demands, but to insinuate that people deserve to be shot or met with armed force because they're expressing dissent is reckless and unacceptable. Whew, y'all, we are in Black History Month. It is especially important to remember that since this nation was founded, built through the theft of indigenous land, Black people have repeatedly been met with violence simply for disrupting injustice and protesting for their humanity. To suggest that violence is an appropriate response to protests, particularly in this month of reflection, is deeply disappointing and historically dangerous. The normalization of violence in response to civic participation undermines democracy itself. Suggesting that firearms are a solution to public dissent escalates tension, increases the risk of harm, and signals a disturbing willingness to prioritize control over constitutional rights. We expect better from public servants. We expect leadership grounded in de-escalation, accountability, and respect for civil liberties. Threatening violence against community members exercising their rights is not governance, it's intimidation. Imagine Black stands firmly with the rights of our communities to speak, assemble, and demand change without fear of armed retaliation. Public officials who suggest or normalize violence in a response to protest cannot credibly serve a city that depends on civic participation and constitutional rights. And that's all we got to say on that.